If you don't know what this is, well, just hang on a minute. You're going to find out. This is a Panasonic 3DO. See? It says 3DO right there. Maybe you can't. I don't know. Okay. So, now we got that board liberated. Believe me, I did not want to have to rebuild traces on this thing. I hate trying to rebuild traces. Tragedy has struck. A trace ripped. You can see it's kind of just floating right here. Man, that really sucks. So I think I'm kind of just disgusted with all this for now, and I'm just gonna call it quits for today. Okay, well, it's been a few days, and yeah, this little guy here has caused me some heartache, but I managed to find some that are rated the same. 6.3 volts, 470 microfarads, which I know you probably can't read that, but yeah, we found some. And they've been delivered, so I can replace that cap now. Caveat to that being, we still have to fix this trace that got lifted. And yeah, that is a downright shame, I'll tell you. Really disappointing that happened. Well, I suppose nothing to do but to do it, right? Once I get this cap replaced and back in there, I'm going to take out these parts here and put the USB-C mod in, and we'll go from there with testing and whatnot. Oh, actually, no, I don't want to put the USB-C mod in yet. I want to test it first and make sure it's working. Make sure I didn't screw anything else up. Because, what a heartbreak. Fortunately, I suppose even if I did screw this board up, as much as that would absolutely suck, it's not really the end of the world. Not really. Yeah. I can... shoot. I might just have to see. Because the problem I have right now is... Oh. Yeah, okay. We better get this working. Fortunately, I think we should be good at this point. I think the worst of what was going to happen has happened now. And from here, everything will, with any luck, be smooth sailing. Just gotta straighten out these leads. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty bummed about that broken trace. So I've at least figured out what goes to it. So as long as I can get this in okay, then I think we'll be okay. I think we're gonna be okay, guys. Yeah, just put that in there a little. Up the top half. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to leave this cap up a little bit so I can solder to that other leg. those. And before anybody says it, yeah, I know my desk is filthy. You don't have to remind me. It's one of those projects I'm going to be working on here. Oh no. Oh, this might be worse than I thought. Oh, that's worse than I thought. Oh no. I don't know if you can tell, but you only get something to point with. Right here, the solder pad on the bottom half is gone. Oh, it's far worse than I thought. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have a think about what to do here. What all runs through this? Okay. So, turn that off real quick because there's no point in having that run. I'm going to try to trace out and make sure nothing is broken along here. Because if it is, that means I'm going to have to repair a bunch of wires, and that is going to suck extra bad for me. And let me put this in frame. So as you can see, it's a 1, but when I touch them together, it beeps and the numbers change. So that's what we're looking for, is for beeps and the numbers to change while I trace this out. And I'm going to try to keep my own head out of this as much as I can. But man, it is tough to see these traces here. So they go up, a few of them go here. Here's one of them. And travels past here, through. Oh man, this is really hard to see. I might need some magnification here. Hang on. I need one of those magnification like helmets that people get. All right, let's see. So actually, I guess we can start here and see if it breaks. Well, I know that's not going to have connectivity because the pad is gone. So, hold on. If we go... I need to look at this better, too. Sorry, there's just a little too much shade down there. Okay, there's a little bit of mask there, I think. You see this yellow part? Let me get my pointer again. So you see this yellow part right here behind the lead. I think if I scrape some of that off, we might be in luck. I might be able to scrape that away and get a surface that I can solder to. And that might save us. And see, this is a big reason why I say don't follow these videos as guides or tutorials. That's not what they're intended to be. Oh, I know an easy way to tell that information, actually, now that I think about it. So, we'll just compare it to some of these other ones. So, for instance, this via should... Okay, I guess not. But I'm mostly just looking for something for this to grab onto. So if I can at least get it to stay in place. So it looks like that might be a ground plane, actually. And the trace might run right underneath it. So if I can get it to... Oh, hang on. Now my soldering iron's got to reheat because I turned it off for some stupid reason. Because I don't want it to burn out. Sue me. Alright, come on. You're almost there. At least this soldering iron I have is so much better than my old one. I can actually control the temperature on it for one. And for another, it's like decently made, unlike my old one. So, can I get this to stick at all to anything? I mean, kinda. That might be the best we're gonna get here. So I'm gonna trim this side, but not the other side. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that figures. Okay, so now we just need to get... Come on, focus. 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 Come on, camera. You can do it. Well, it doesn't feel like it, but we need to get something from here to this leg of the capacitor. And is that leg somewhat secure? Kinda? Oh boy. I'm really not sure about this. I do have some of what's left of that trace there, so I could try to... Let me just get some wire here and we can figure out our strategy. Alright, I'm just doing black. It's basic, it should be good enough. So I think what I'm probably going to do is run something from here to there. But yeah, I just... Okay. Yeah. So here's the thing. That's for sure the negative end of the capacitor where it's broken down here. That's 100% the earth lead, if you will, depending on what part of the world you're from. So I might be able to get away with this because I'm suspecting that all this is a smoothing cap. And if that's all it is, then we're in business. We're good. As long as I can reconnect it, we're okay. But again, that's a pretty big if. I'm going to need this again in a bit, but for now it can get out of my way while I kind of strategize what I want to do. See, I'm thinking of just going around like that and just hope that it doesn't cause too much interference. So I'm going to say we cut it about here. Yeah, it's probably good. If I cut too much, I cut too much. It's fine. It's easier to make it smaller than to... I was going to say you can't really put them back together, but you kind of can. It's just a complete pain, and I wouldn't recommend it. Okay. Stripped one end of the wire. And we are going to want a lot of flux on this. Because like I said, I'm not even 100% positive that this is going to work necessarily. Okay. But if it does work, then I think we are okay. Okay, I got some solder on there. Now I need some flux on the wire here. Oh crap, it's split apart. I hate that. I wish I had some solid core wire. but I'm just working with what I got here. Solid core wire would probably be what you want to use here, but I don't have any. So I am using what I have. Okay. Tell you another thing I'd really like to get is one of those fancy wireless soldering irons. You can get ones that... Come on. Get in there. Okay. You can actually get soldering irons that have a rechargeable battery and no umbilical wire, which would be nice. Definitely would be. I don't know, maybe we'll just bring it along this way. Will that still reach? Yes, it will. Okay. Maybe I will just do it that way. Like I said before, I'm kind of just winging this. Trace repairs are something that I have attempted before and have not found great success with historically. So this is a little bit of experimentation on my part. Just to see, can I do this? Because if I can, and this just works, then everybody's good. Okay, I'm gonna try to just get a little bit. Now the wire's in the way. Go over there for now. I'm gonna try to just get a bit of solder onto the leg of the capacitor here. Okay, I got some. And now we're gonna route the wire the way we want it to go. And hope it sticks. And it does not. Pulled away too quickly. And now it does. Whew, okay. Now, I'm not gonna mess with it anymore for right this minute. I wanna make sure that that one trace that I ripped up was the only thing that got ripped up. Because if it was, then we're okay. So I guess we're gonna cut to that. Okay, so you should now see a blue square in the upper corner of the screen over here. How do I even point? I don't even think I can point to that because of the angle I'm at. But anyways, it's up in the corner. That is just this little capture card that I've had for ages. It's a piece of junk, really, but it will work for this. Now, I have no idea at all if this is gonna work or if it's gonna blow up, which is why I have the camera pointed down. So that way, if it does blow up, you'll at least get a show out of it. It'll be good for YouTube. So I brought my 3DO interactive sampler here so we can see something. See if the disc tray works. I have hooked back in the transformer. I'm just going to keep that around for now. So the good news is I can see the standby light, so that's good. Let's try turning it on. Oh, it's on! I can see it! Yes, I didn't completely destroy it! Okay, the video's a little unstable, but I'm not sure if that's because of anything I did or if that's just the capture card. So we're opening the disk drive. We're gonna try sticking the sampler pack in. Okay, access light's green. The disk is spinning. Oh yeah, I'm just using a 8-bit Do M30 with a blue retro adapter. Although I don't think this controller is actually paired to it. Let's fix that. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh wait, there it goes. Okay. I think they're paired. Sad. Okay, so that's what it was doing with games that I had burned. So that at least confirms that it's working. Oh, you guys have no idea how much of a relief that is. Oh man, the fact that we're actually getting a video out of it means I didn't completely F it up. So I am thrilled about that. But now I have to do another test. I'm gonna hook this up to a different screen and see if it's still doing that weird flashing business or not. So we'll be back here in a minute. Okay, welcome back to the early 2000s. In case you're confused about that, I'm simply referring to this. This is one of those Memorex TVs, like portable TVs that people used to have. It's only black and white, but it will at least let me know if there's, you know, something, like if the picture's stable, which is what I was not able to tell before. Yep, okay, there's the picture. You can see it is in fact working. Oh dear, I just knocked the power button out. Okay, I'm gonna turn it on and see what happens. Hey, we had a picture, where'd it go? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Real. Yep, okay. Which one's volume? So now I want to wait for it to screensaver, because when it does, which I think that's what it's doing. Yes, so sound still works. Because that was one of those things I was nervous about with that capacitor that got clunked out earlier. Ooh, that's crunchy. But yeah, that absolutely works. Okay. So I'm happy with that. Whew. Okay. 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 So I think now the only thing left to do is to remove the componentry for this and do the USB-C mod. So I might make that into a montage. See you in a bit. Okay, so Humpty Dumpty's put back together, as you can see. The only thing I haven't done is screw the corner screws in to secure it, because I'm going to have to cut a little bit out of the back. The USB-C mod's a little bigger than I thought. But yeah, it'll work. Now, this right here is actually my laptop's charger. It can do 65 watts. This only needs 20. So we'll know right away if it works. Similarly, you might have noticed I didn't put the disk drive back in, but I opted for the ODE, which I actually bought with this lovely 3D printed cover already in place. Now, I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm pretty sure I did the mod right, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. It doesn't stop me from being nervous, so let's plug her in and see what happens. Okay, USB-C went in with no issues. Okay, and it looks like it's on. Maybe. Okay. Oh. What? It's only on when I hold the lid down? Let's take the lid off and see what's going on. Okay, so if I turn it on... Oh, so it was just the lid holding the power button at a funky angle. Cool. Yeah, it looks like it's performing correctly, but why aren't I getting any video? Where's my video? Well, that's less than ideal. Okay, it's flashing green and staying solid red. What does that mean? Hopefully somebody's documented what these errors mean. I'm gonna guess it probably means the disk drive, like it can't detect the disk drive. Let's find out if that's the case. From what I'm reading, it's something with the power system. I wonder if maybe this fuse is causing some issues. I'm gonna try pulling it. Note, you probably don't want to pull a fuse normally, but I think in this case it's fine. Ah. Okay, it's different now. Is it booting? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. So what's going on with it? Why are you not happy? As far as I can tell, everything was done right. Maybe I missed something. Let me look at the mod again. Oh, they took this resistor off, it looks like. Yeah, that's gone. So is it just this resistor? Will I be good if I just take that off? Guess we'll try. What do I got to lose, right? It's not like it's working right now. I got good news. My instincts were right. Check this out. Yeah, the whole problem was one of these ribbons wasn't plugged in right. So as soon as I reinserted it, we're back. So yay, 3DO is here. The image looks a little glitchy, but I think that's because of the capture card. Because it's not really meant to run. Yay! I've done it. I have not killed my 3DO. Oh, I'm so happy about that. So happy. Oh, thank God. So this was probably fine the whole
Welcome to the 3DO experience. To look through the games you can preview, press the arrow button on the keypad. Then, select a game with the A button. To leave the game at any time, press the stop button. Now, choose your first game and enter the 3DO experience.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
TCS Victory is a fine carrier with a long history of service to the Confederation.
Welcome to the TCS Victory, Colonel.
Well, what would you aim for if you had the biggest gun in the universe?
Never let it be forgotten. It is when the foe is near vanquished that he is most dangerous, my friends.
Oh, I'd blast planet after planet if it would rid the galaxy of Kiyorathi.
Listen, you can't freeze me out like this. I want a piece of the action.
I'd rather crash and burn than make a commitment.
This is war, laddie. All of us have lost someone dear to us. That does not make you special.
Which the heart of the tiger continues to jeopardize.
Let's launch all fighters. This is not a drill.
Yeah, well, people were dying out there, you son of a bitch. It's a war. People die all the time.
We are winning the war, Your Majesty.
You still have time.
Damn it, man. You put your own needs above that of the ship's. You can't ever do that.
Hey, too bad Cobra had to die to get a point across.
Fact, we haven't had shore leave in months. In fact, all we do is move from one defensive mission to another. In fact, our entire force is constantly in retreat. Now, is that just my imagination, or is the entire war effort unraveling before our eyes?
Fight well, Captain. The struggle will only get harder.
It's a hell to go to. I know they've got a special place reserved for me.
They are not taking my ship.
Sir, what are you doing? You're heading right into their fleet.
We'll take as many of them with us as we can. Make your peace, Mr. Rollins.